Hello you absolute legends, welcome back to the channel.
Hello you absolute legends, welcome back to the channel. John here on quite a nice Saturday in Lincolnshire. It's the 2nd of February 2024 and we're getting closer with the Rover 75. Dad's been really busy. In fact, he's actually underneath the car now doing the oil and filter change. With the Sill repair, and in this video we're going to take a look at that Sill repair, how we've got on so far, do a bit more work. Like I say, Dad is currently doing the oil and filter change. We'll take a look at the process of that. And also I'm going to put some new spark plugs in the car. Oh, and I've got some floor mats to go in as well. Little update video then on the Rover 75 for you on the channel. Sills and things. Hello, good morning. How are you? Hang on, let me... No, I've got to get you wired for sound. There we go, now we can hear you chuntering away. Oh, put it down a wee bit then, eh? There you go, stick it there. How are you doing? You all right?
Good, thank you.
Enjoying your Saturday?
Yes, thank you.
What you got there?
Done some tree pruning.
Oh, hang on a minute. Plumbing, eh? That's not pruning, that's plumbing. Murdering, where are they all gone? You've been working hard on the Rover 75, as we've seen. We'll have a chat with you about the Sill in a minute, because there's been some Sill repairs. What are you doing at the moment? What have you been up to?
Changing the oil and filter, mate.
Okay, tell me about that.
You take the oil out, you put some new oil in.
Okay, so you've drained... You've stole my thunder a little bit, because I was going to do a super duper video, which is how quick can you change the oil and filter on the Rover 75. But you've sort of kind of started without me. So this is the oil. You've drained the oil out. You've taken the sump plug out. It doesn't look too bad, does it?
Don't think so, mate. Not really.
The oil in there, in fact, it's quite a nice little reflection of the wheel there, looking good. We do some artistic shots in there. I've bought some new oil. This is Manol 10W40. What are you doing there? You're using your remover tool to open that. As I say, I bought some oil. 30 quid that drum was for a whole 20 litres. In fact, I got loads of oil at the same time, got it at a good discount rate. So you've got 10W40 there to go in the car. Have you put the new filter in already?
Yes, mate.
The new filter's gone in. That was 3 or 4 quid. It was a blueprint filter. How much oil does this take?
4.5 litres, I think.
4.5 litres. So first port of call is to top the oil up in the Rover. Looking at that oil that you've removed, would you say that we're doing a good job or an unnecessary job?
The oil filter's been on a long while.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Where is the old oil filter? In the bin now?
It's in the recycling compartment for oil filters.
Oh, right. Okay, very good.
I take it to be recycled.
Yes. Message received.
Contaminated.
But the old one we can look at in a minute. There's your new oil going in. Oh, okay, well, yeah.
It's
fine.
oil. That's oil, that is.
That's oil, that is. 4.5 litres. Putting it in. Obviously, we can't check the levels because it's not on the deck. For those of us that are total idiots like myself and have never changed the oil filter in a Rover 75 before, can you explain the process to me?
Really easy. One of the best oil filters in the universe to do. It's right at the front of the engine. It's horizontal. You put your tool on it, take it out. Easy peasy. It's not in an horrible place to get at. It's the easiest job in the universe.
So what you're saying is I could do it?
Anybody could do it.
Anyone can do it. I'm sure there's somebody on YouTube who's got a how-to video to replace the oil and filter on a Rover 75. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do?
Yes, mate.
I'm going to get under the car.
And have a look at it.
I'm going to have a look.
That's it. Get some aerobic exercise.
Oh, well. Hey, I've been under a Mazda MX-5 this morning. More MX-5 content coming to the channel, by the way. We'll talk about that. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. So, real easy, isn't it? There's the sump plug there. And there is the new oil filter. And it just unscrews and screws on. What torque have you done that to?
It's tight, then as tight as you can get it with your hand.
Oh, right, okay. So it's not torqued up?
No.
No, fine. Good. So there's your oil filter, literally hand. There's your sump plug, obviously. And then refill it with oil. That's a nice little funnel you've got there. Tell me about that.
I'm going to tell you about it. And look at it, you can see what it is.
That's a clever way of doing it. Is it? It actually threads into there, is it? I'm assuming.
It's just the same. It's the right thread to go in there.
Good stuff. So apart from doing the sump plug emptying and the oil filter replacement and the oil, what else have you been up to?
I've been busy at that repair.
Well, the sill.
Yes, mate.
We'll have a look at that in just a minute.
That's all I've been doing, really.
Looking good though. It's a bit warmer in the garage today.
Certainly is. You know, I had the doors shut and I walked near them and the sun was beating on them and it was quite warm in here.
Lovely. Beautiful. Like I say, I've just been to look at the Mazda MX-5. We've had the top off and it felt like a spring day. I think we're going to get hit with some cold snaps quite soon. Have you lost count of how many you've put in now?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't.
How many is that?
That's 4, mate. Yes, I've managed not to be distracted by the content.
I've seen for sale your next project.
Oh, good.
It's a 2004 Rover 75 limousine.
Oh, I look forward to not seeing it.
You could get a limo in here, couldn't you?
No,
Yeah, I think you could. I think you could.
I don't want any more projects.
No. Right, so the car is on the deck. 4 litres of oil in there. Dad's going to start the car up, get it warm, and then we're going to check the levels. 4.5 litres should be in the car, so we're expecting to be putting more oil in there. I've not heard this started up for a while.
It'll clatter like hell, so...
Here we go. Oh dear.
I turned it off, don't worry.
So what?
I'm just letting the oil go up, mate.
Yep. There she goes.
There you are, old lady.
And what is your rationale behind changing the oil and filter?
We don't know how long it was done last, mate, do we?
No. And looking at that oil, needed doing?
The oil filter looked as though it hadn't been changed for a long while.
Yeah.
So
There we go.
you can't tell what oil's like with just looking at it.
Any tests you can do on it?
You can send it away, have it done.
I don't think we need to do that.
No, I'm not going to bother that.
Where's the dipstick on these? That's down there.
Dipstick's got a phone in his hand.
Yes. Now, obviously, we were concerned that potentially the head gasket had failed or was weak. Any evidence of that in the oil change?
No, mate, there's no water in the sump, no.
Excellent news.
Definitely not.
You're not going to get to do the head gasket, I don't think.
I'm not sad.
But you want to do it.
I want to see this being admired by your followers at Rustable.
They're your followers, not mine.
No, I can't go, your mum's poorly.
You're the star.
Your mum's going to be poorly.
People are coming just to see you. And I've not told you yet, but we're also going to Pride of Longbridge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Although we're actually the Pride of Cowley. Will we be welcome? Who knows?
Sounds good.
I've never been to the Pride of Longbridge, have you?
No.
Ever been to Longbridge?
I've never been to the Pride Rally at Longbridge, no.
It's not a Pride rally.
Oh.
It's the Pride of Longbridge.
You've been looking at pink fire engines.
I have been looking at pink fire engines today, yes. Good. How long are we letting that settle?
While you sort of do your business.
I'm going to go put the kettle on.
That's a jolly good idea, son. This isn't really as critical as a smart car.
How do you mean? Well, oil?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well, smart cars don't respond well to having too much oil in them, do they?
No.
Smart cars are a bit more fickle.
They're a bit funny with oil, the old smart cars.
Got got to treat your smart car with respect.
Yeah, which I don't. I treat my smart car like a go-kart.
That other purple one's diesel, isn't it?
Well, that's local.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, the lady goes to the swimming pool in it.
If it's a diesel, it would probably say MHD on this back, but
Well, it's definitely a diesel. It sounds like a diesel.
if that one, she's not been putting her oil in.
No. I was thinking, you know, after our conversation.
Which
about
conversation?
Your cars.
Oh yeah.
Audis don't rot, do they?
Some of them do.
Do they?
I suppose, like anything,
Yeah, how they've been treated.
it's how they've been treated, where they've been in the world. If you remember the silver Audi that's in my collection, the B5, it's been living most of its life up at Blackpool.
Yeah, but it's not too bad, is it?
No,
It's not as bad as that old blue thing of yours.
which blue thing?
Gibonk. It's not as rusty as it. It's really rusty, isn't it?
What, underneath?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I've not been underneath it.
Yeah, Gibonk's ever so rusty. That silver one is not as rusty.
It's rusty in places.
What I'm saying is underneath it's not.
No, fair enough. Out of all of my cars in my collection, what is the most rusty? It's probably my MR2, isn't it? Which rust for fun.
With this a close second, I think.
Really?
It's generally fairly flaky all over, isn't it?
It's not had much rust protection in its life.
No. It all depends how they've been looked after, mate, doesn't it? You know, you've got really old blinking Protons with hardly any rust on them, and you've had newer ones that are rotten.
Yes. Yeah, but I've
See, this wouldn't have gone rotten. When you take that off, you can see the wax ain't got in there.
Oh, what in the
No, this is all cavity wax has got here, but in there's bits where it's not cavity waxed. So that's why it's gone, isn't it?
Has that been done from factory, or has that
Yeah, I
been done?
think the processes didn't catch it, did they? But they're not designing them to last for 20 years, are they, mate?
No. Throwaway things, motor cars. For example, Mum's Hyundai.
Yeah, it'll not last that long, will it?
Her previous car lasted, what, 20 years? Yeah. Which was a Corsa C. Again, that was killed by rot and
It was. When I started welding it up, that was the time for it to go.
But Mum's car's now, what, 5, 6, 7 years old? It won't last another 20 years, will it?
I wouldn't have thought so.
And they're, you know, reflected in the price, I suppose, but...
They say the engines blow up on them.
What, on Hyundai i10s?
Yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't have to go well.
depends how they're driven.
If you drive it like it's a motorbike, it's...
Well, I drove it home and I can tell you it was a good old drive.
But if you whiz it up like a motorbike, it drives quite well.
Will we see a notable performance improvement now we've done the oil and obviously the spark plugs as well?
You will with the plugs, mate, will you?
Yeah.
But not with the oil, you won't, will you? You'll not notice it. You'll not notice it, mate.
I'm looking forward to actually driving it.
Yeah. Just want to get it to the Rustival.
Should we sell it at the Rustival?
I think you should do a raffle.
Yeah. Could do.
Do a raffle.
£5 a ticket.
There'll be some disappointed person who wins it, won't there? I mean, no, I mustn't say that.
You are getting in trouble on the internet for bad mouthing the last British motor car.
I know. I did notice.
Yeah. We must be proud of our heritage.
We must be proud. Yeah. But I don't want an A35. I want an Ilman Minx to do next.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I suppose you get a bit jaded when you've been working in a main dealer for a long while.
I mean, you could be out enjoying your retirement on your motorbike, and yet you're stuck in here on your Saturday sorting this out for me.
Yes, it might be a nice day to nip
Beautiful
the
day.
old Spilsby TT, wouldn't
Lovely. Right, so we've done the oil and filter change. What else have you been up to? Are you going to show me your Sill repair?
What would Rover have been like? That's what I want to know.
What's that?
If they'd gone into bed with Honda instead of BMW. It must have been a political reason that they didn't. See,
Now-
it was already connected to Honda.
There's probably people out there
Would know the reason.
who know a lot more about the ins and outs of that than me and you. You obviously know about it from a main dealer perspective.
Well, Rover was collaborating with Honda, weren't they?
Yeah, of course. This is a Honda. The Rover 45 is a Honda Civic, right?
Yeah.
And the 2-litre versions of these have the Honda engine in.
No, do they?
Yeah.
No. KV6 is the K series engine, isn't it? The Rover 800 had the Honda engine in.
I am pretty sure that I bought one of these, and it had a Honda. I know it had a BMW engine.
Diesel.
BMW diesel engine. My bad. See? So
Rover 800, the V6 had the Honda engine in.
yeah, yeah, and then obviously this chassis.
Yeah.
What other Honda stuff did Rover do with?
Triumph for Claim started there. That was a Honda.
Was it?
Yeah.
There you go.
It was definitely Honda mechanicals.
So, as you say, a lot of it's political.
Must have been, wouldn't it?
A lot of it's political.
We couldn't believe it, when they said, right, they've been bought out. Oh, you think the obvious place was Honda.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't.
BMW.
Yeah, which was a good thing. They got what they wanted, then dumped it.
Well, that was Mini, wasn't it? BMW wanted Mini.
I don't know, mate. No,
But no, I'm right in thinking BMW wanted Mini.
I would guess so. That's what they took in the end, wouldn't
They took Mini. Do you think they wanted to keep Rover in the long
I
term?
should have thought so. In the grand scheme of things, that's probably what
And
they
it just
wanted
went
to do.
wrong?
It's just the way of the world, isn't it? It all depends about economics and what sort of cars people are buying.
But what was the last car that Rover released? Streetwise, right?
Yeah, but that was in collaboration with Honda still, wasn't it? We're still using Honda because the Streetwise was a Rover 200, which is
Which is a Rover
basically
25.
No.
So the last Rover car ever produced is a 75.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
quite special then.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
It is special. It's very good.
I wonder what the last Rover 75 is.
Yeah, they're real funny, aren't they? Paul Folks had one, didn't he? It's got all sorts of different sort of stuff on it, like a bit of a bits of special.
What, like just to use all the stuff up?
Yeah. The management had them, didn't they?
I don't know.
I believe so. It'd be interesting. Some people that are interested in the history of the motor trade will be.
Somebody out there will know where the last Rover 75 produced is.
I know when we was at Cowley, we found a row of 6R4s in the car park.
What are they?
That vehicle they built for a rally.
They're the rally cars, aren't they?
Yeah.
Am I right in also thinking the British Motor Museum now have on loan some prototypes?
Huh?
Yeah, they've been saved. They've got.
Oh, they found them at Longbridge. somewhere, didn't
Yeah. I think we'll be able to see them at Rustival. Because again, Rustival's at
they?
the...
To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to it because I want to see some of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I've never obviously been to the Motor Museum. So that's...
Well, bizarrely enough, I'd got it in my mind that me and you was going to have a road trip there sometime this year, and Dan he suddenly says, "What about Rustival?"
There you go. Road trip to the British Motor Museum
Well, no, that's the sort of thing
at Gaydon.
you'd be interested in.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You'd be interested in going to the National Motorcycle Museum.
Where's that? Stansted?
No, it's near Meriden, isn't it? The side of Coventry, between Coventry and Birmingham.
We've been to the National Motorbike Museum for some reason.
Have you?
Well, we've been past it.
We've been past it, yeah.
When we've been
Past
going
it
on
when we was at
holiday.
the airport.
Oh, that's it. There we go.
But I can't imagine, even I'm interested in motorbikes, and there's that many motorbikes there, you can get fed up of looking at them.
Too many motorbikes.
It's amazing, it's wonderful.
Right, so that's it then. Oil and filter changed. How long does that take you?
0.2.
What's that? 20 minutes?
That's how long you'd get to do it in the garage.
How much are you charging the customer?
Hey, nothing to do with me.
So what, 20 minutes?
0.2, 10 minutes, isn't it?
10 minutes. Oh, you tell me. That's all done. I'm going to have a cup of tea in a minute, but just tell us about what else you've been doing. What else have you done on the Rover 75?
I've done this here Sill, my old mate.
Let's have a look. Let's talk us through that.
At the moment now, she's
because last time
she's shrinking back now.
So the last video we did, you'd got it fitted.
Yep.
You'd got it welded on.
Yep.
And you'd ground it off to get rid of the height, see if there's any high spots.
You've got it, mate.
And now, from what I can see, the sill is on. It's flatted back.
What I've done, I've etch primed it, then I filled it, shaped it up, and that's got that spray putty on now to fill any imperfections.
Oh right, spray putty, never heard of that.
Well, it's just like spray on filler, really.
Oh, have you had to put much filler in there?
No. No.
Have you had to put much filler in there?
No. Pinocchio.
Yes.
There's not, mate. There's not. Joking apart, I had 2 goes at it.
Looking good.
Yeah, I only had 2 goes at it. The filler.
Let's have a look down the... Can we see it's been done? Yeah. Yeah,
Where can you see it? Because it's different colour. Where can you see it?
Well, there's a lip here.
Yeah.
That you can see.
A lip there.
Is there like a...
Yeah, that's it. It was flying off.
Yeah.
The spray putty.
Looks good though, doesn't it? That's
Right.
not your first rodeo at that.
I can't see the join. Well, you can't see it. Run your hand down it. That's what you want to do.
You've done a good job there.
It's good for a shed job.
That's all right, isn't it?
I think so. If you run your hand down it, you'll feel it better than see it.
Well, I can't feel it.
Certainly didn't take as much filler as I thought it would.
That's a Billy bonus, isn't it? Oh, I can see you've obviously masked it off there.
Well, I've mashed it off because I've been flatting that down, mate, ready for painting.
Have you got some Schultz?
No, I'm not going to bother to Schultz it. It doesn't matter what it looks like underneath, does it? It just looks a bit different underneath. The side will be the same. Can I use anti-chip and it'll...
Yeah.
It's no good going out and buying a load of blinking Schultz when we've got more anti-chip than an anti-chip shop.
An anti-chip chip shop?
Yeah. You know what I mean? If you look under
I
here,
do. Yeah,
you can tell...
let's move this heater out in a second.
See up here?
Yeah.
That's the real thick old stuff they used.
Yeah.
And it's got a lip there.
Oh, you've turned your heater on there.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not going to panic. I'm wanting it to shrink back, mate. I'm not doing anything else to it now for a couple of days.
No.
Just let it shrink back and dry out. If you try to rush it, then when it shrinks back in a month's time, you'll see all the lines.
Yeah.
Ivan Wilson's dad would have left it outside for a fortnight.
That's all right, that, isn't it?
That's what the old timers did, they left them outside. It's got some thick there because it's got some pinholes. It's got to be flatted off yet.
No, you've done a good job.
Touch wood.
So the next step on that then?
Just leave it there till Monday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll paint it on Monday. I'll flat it off and paint it on Monday.
How many coats are you going to give it?
It all depends how much black paint you bring me.
Got loads of black paint, I think.
You better bring me some black paint then.
And then, I'm guessing you're going to do the other side?
No. I'm not.
It will need doing at some point in its life, in my ownership, no doubt, who knows. But at the moment, doesn't need doing. You've done a grand job there, I'm impressed.
Your next mechanic will do that.
My next mechanic?
When
It's going to be Amy.
When I run off to My favourite holiday destination.
Mablethorpe. Number 1 in Mablethorpe. Right, thank you very much. Thanks for showing us what you've done. Oil and filter and that. Looks good. There you have it then. Another busy day, kind of, in the Rover 75 workshop. Things that's been done. Oil and filter. Got some new plugs in. I've put my floor mats in now. And Dad has got the Sill to a point where we actually can't do much more on it for a few days. We're getting there. We're nearly there with the Rover 75. It's going to be paint the Sill and get it taxed and insured and on the road. And I'm going to obviously then run it for a little while to make sure that the old head gasket is okay. If you've enjoyed the video, thumbs up please. What would you like to see us do next? Maybe some suggestions? Let us know in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Everyone that has subscribed, you're all absolute legends. Close to 4,000 now, so if you can subscribe and help out, that'd be awesome. Thanks to Dad as ever. Till next time, take care. Goodbye.